So the process of scoring Monster was a pretty wild experience. It's something that is really great to reflect on, I think, to go back on works that you've done in the past, no matter what sort of things that you create, and just to kind of remember parts of the process and things that may have served you creatively, didn't serve you creatively, things that you learned. There's always something to learn from the creative process. So Monster was a remarkable experience to score that film. And during the process of that, it was just a wild time. It was a movie that the studios absolutely didn't believe in. We were unable to find a group of people that really wanted to make that film, and just backed up a little bit. The director, Patty Jenkins, who's gone on to direct the Wonder Womans and many other incredible things, and who's a dear friend of mine, she gave me the script to that movie, and I read it on a plane, and I read it flying actually to Florida. And in the middle of reading the script, I got up and I was actually weeping, and the flight attendant was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was so upset reading that story. It absolutely moved me to tears just reading the script. And so I knew from just reading that and having spent some time with Patty that this was something that I wanted to be involved in. And on that trip, I actually went to Florida to the set, and I met Charlize, which is this wild story. She answered the door to a hotel room. She was all done up as Eileen Wuornos, and I was with her for probably 15 minutes before I knew it was Charlize Theron. And it was just this incredible process that I feel really, really blessed to have been a part of. It's funny, during the making of that, when we finished it, and it was literally like Charlize and Patty sleeping on, the two couches at my home at the time, and us working around the clock, a studio that didn't believe in it. It was a wild process, but at the end of it, we started showing it privately to some people, and one of the people that it was shown to was Dustin Hoffman, who's like, this actor that, I loved so many of his movies as a kid. And so we got to meet him, and he said something to me that I'll never forget. He said that, there are a couple times in your life will you get to be involved in projects this pure, and to really acknowledge it when you're in the process of it. And so I remember that, and I really took that on board, and it was just a wonderful process. So yeah, something that I loved doing. I loved working with Patty and Charlize, and I'm incredibly proud of that score. So yeah.